Cool Trace again, and today guys, I'm here to do another anime review, and the anime review is 2 Fate Kaleid Prisma Illya 3 episode 4 guys, so let's get into it. So guys, in this episode of Fate Kaleid Prisma Illya 3 episode 4, I got to say, I really loved this. I fucking loved this episode because, first up, what we find out that how Miyu felt when she first came to the world, or first came to Illya's world, when she first came to the world to meet Illya and everybody else. Because we find out that, as you know how Illya was feeling this episode, she was feeling scared, she couldn't do anything, she's scared because she's in a new world. We find out, which is quite obvious, it makes logical sense as well, which I already knew from the beginning, that Miyu also was feeling the same thing when she first came to their world. When she first came to their world, she felt alone, she felt like she couldn't do anything. It's pretty much the lesson we learned, that the lesson that Illya learned, that she's feeling the same way that Miyu is feeling, and that as friends, we need to pretty much, as their friends, they want Miyu to be honest with each other, and by being more honest with her, they want them. This idea is to feel the same things as them, and this just gives them a lot of character development, not just for Miyu, but also for Illya as well, which I'm glad we had. Also, I got to say, we found out that Korra and Berserk actually been in this world 2 days longer than Illya has. We find out that because it looks like everybody who got transported to that world had a different time. Pretty much, they got separated at a different time. We found out that once they dimension shift, everybody else appeared at different times. That Korra and Berserk, they appeared 2 days before Illya got there. So that means there's 2 days gap between them. Supposed to be that Korra might be a bit older now, but by 2 days. But still, that's actually quite interesting. That means possibility we might see Luvia and Tosaka again. Maybe earlier on or later on. Later on, they possibly be there. They just got summoned there, or possibly they've been there for a long time, just they have not meet Illya and Korra and Berserk yet. Now, another thing we also find out, in this episode, things we found in this episode. Gotta say, that fight between Illya and Korra, because when Korra trying to make Illya to understand the feeling she's feeling is the same how Miyu felt, that she had to fight Korra had to fight Illya, which I gotta say, that fight, fucking hell, that was awesome. We don't just get to see the power, of course, Archer because of Korra, but we also got to see the power of Lancer, like Chuga Changlong. I need to get used to his name. The World Gale Blog, the spear that always pierces the heart. Oh my god, that was awesome. Also, we got a chance to see Rider's power. Fucking hell, and not just that, sabers. We got a chance to see Illya was able to trans into 3 heroic spirits at the same time. Fucking hell, that was awesome. And I'm going to say this, when it comes to Saber, I have no idea, but it looks like, for anybody who does not know when it comes to Saber, also known as Altaria, Arthur Pendragon, also known as but Altaria. If you actually don't know, Altaria has actually 3 forms. She actually has 3 forms, but they've been separated into different types of servants. Still classified as the Saber class servant, possibly Berserker when it comes to Ultimate Saber, but still pretty much Saber class. They're both classified as Saber class, but they go by different names and they classify as separate servants. You got the ordinary Saber, which is called a Saber. Then you got Ultimate Saber, where dark version of Saber, the berserker form of her, you could say. And then we got Lily Saber. Lily Saber is actually the form of the earlier days of Altaria, but the days where she started out to be the legendary King Arthur. It's not like she had true form when it comes to Altaria, when it comes to name Altaria and Ultimate Altaria. Those two are actually like the final form, the final days, like the final true King Arthur. But Lily Saber is just the beginning. Now, what did you find out interesting about the Saber cards? If you guys know, when we first seen the Saber card in the first season, when we first seen it, the first Saber we seen was Ultimate Saber in its true form as well. So the true Altaria was there in Ultimate Saber form. But in some way, it makes logical sense why it chose Ultimate form, because it was one of the enemies, and it was possessed in darkness and berserk form. So it makes logical sense why that was Ultimate. But then we go into when Miu equips to Saber. When she uses trance to equip, to Saber's power, she wears the ordinary Saber getter. It makes, again, more logical sense because, yet again, we've got the darkness out of it, so now it's back to normal Saber. And in some way, you should expect that being its normal form, and that anybody who equips to it, they should look like that. But that conclusion changes at this episode, because when Ilya, and not just this episode, also the opening as well, it spoiled it as well, the opening, but this episode proves it. That it looks like it just not just goes to its normal Saber form, it also gets Lily Saber's getup up. Lily Saber's getup. Which I feel like, really? Because every single heroic spirit card so far only has one specific getup, like with Archer's getup, and also Riders, Lancers, Casters, they all get the same, and also Gilgamesh getup. They all stay the fucking the same, but depending on who equips it. Because if you notice, Rider, the first person to equip Rider was Miu. When Lilia equipped it, she was still wearing the same similar getup as how Miu wore it, so it just shows you that, with one difference, that she has an eye patch, not a full mask, but I think that is just but the rest of the outfit was pretty much the same. But I've got to say, so there's going to be like some little changes, but a drastic change in the clothing, and that actually based on a completely different Saber. Even though it's the same person, it's still a different form of that person, so it's a completely different servant. So that's what I'm thinking. That possibility this Saber card is more different. It's different, completely different to the others. It's the same class, it's like more powerful class than any other servant. Which is unfortunately Saber class is classified as the most powerful servant class. So some way it does make sort of sense. But all that, Saber has the ability to switch clothing and switch powers. Because if I remember correct, each Saber form, each of Altaria's form have different powers. Like the regular Saber, she has the power of the holy sword of Excalibur. And when it comes to Alternative, she has the demonic. She has the demonic side of Excalibur. She's using the demonic Excalibur, using the dark force of it. And when it comes to Lily Saber, that is the beginning. This is when before she came the days before she came the Almighty King Arthur. That means the sword she's using is the sword that chooses the king. In other words, Caliber, the main sword Caliber. That means her power is pretty much the chosen king. She is the king that rules. She is the king that is rightful ruler of England. So her ability is more likely peace. Her ability is able to bring forth life, something like that. So a balanced power. So it just shows you the difference between the Saber. So that's one thing I'm actually really interested to know. Saber's getup. depending on the person who wields it, their outfit changes. And actually, in my point of view, I actually do see Illya, when she does wear the saber getup, I can see her more as Lily Saber than actually the other Saber. Because in some way, it does sort of make sense with the colour of her hair, or also her character design. It does fit the Lily Saber getup quite well. Miu, same when it comes to the ordinary Saber, she actually fits quite well with it. And actually, if she was the demonic, if she used the demonic one, she used the alternate one, it would work well with her as well. But this is why I found out that depending on the person who wields it, possibility they get any one of the forms of the saber. Okay, in this case, Miu gets the ordinary one. Miu gets the Illya gets the Lily form. So I wonder who gets the alternate form. Possibility, maybe they can switch forms. I don't know. But I really wanted to know more about that form, different clothing that comes to Saber. So yeah, and that's all really I gotta talk about, because there's some of these major plot droids which I get this like, I'm just saying, this episode in general, character development, new twists revealed, and specific things about the cards we don't know. Actually, we do also get a bit of insight of what the cards could be like, what the cards are, because Berserk talks to Gilgamesh, because technically as Gilgamesh is a living form of one of the cards, he does have more information about the cards, so Berserk does go and talk to him, what are the cards? What are you? And he does give some information, but he tells her, I cannot reveal the rest of it until the right time. So, yeah. But that's what you get from Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh is a fucking badass. No matter if he's a child or an adult, he's still a even the female Gilgamesh technically is also a badass, which I got to say. But still, any form of Gilgamesh, he's a fucking badass, no matter what. And I can't believe I like him as a character, but I do like him as a character. He was supposed to be one of the main villains in the Fate Stay Night and Fate Zero. I still can't help it. I still really like Gilgamesh as a character. And actually, in Fate Cleared, I can like him better because technically he's not as bad as he is in Fate Stay Night and Fate Zero, because he's a bit more of a goody-goody in this series. But I guess from that. But yeah, now animation quality, I got to say, animation looked pretty good. I think they could have done a lot better when it came to the fight scene. Literally, they could have done better. I have seen Silver Link's animation, and they do quite well, very well. And actually, there are some points where I feel like Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade looks like, I feel like the Exposable sometimes are helping with this, even though it's only Silver Link. But still, they do go for that, some of that ufotable animation, which I know is possible for them to do. So, and just as I said, the fight scenes, even though they're still good, they're not like the best form of animation they could use for that scene, which, I digress, it's still good. The form of Lancer, the form of Ryder, the form of Lily Saber, well, yeah, that's all I've got to say. Anyway guys, that's my anime review to Fate, Kaleid, Prisma, Illya, Illya, Free I need to say Hezra. Free episode 4. Hope guys like it, cool trap fans today. If you guys want 7 ml, comment description down below. My address down. Yeah. Hope you guys like it, like and subscribe, and I see you guys later. Bye guys.